So I really wanted to make a video and I couldn't decide what to do because I didn't really feel like taking off my makeup and then applying new makeup. But what I was thinking is one of my subscribers wrote to me recently about if I had any good tips for how to apply makeup for heavy lids. And I have loads of good tips. I think they're good. About doing makeup for heavy eyelids. Thing is, I give them all the time at work. I just never really think about giving them here, which is strange because it's such a bigger audience. And yeah. So, let's start talking about those heavy eyelids. Some people have them more than others. I mean, I have them quite a lot, I think, but I think you can't really judge how they are on yourself because women are always so cruel to themselves. I would say mine is not so bad. I mean, when I was like 18, my eyes were like this, like that, and now they're like this. And you can't really see in here, but that means my crease is kind of in here. I'm well aware that I'm not the person with the most heavy lids, but I do have heavy lids compared to when I was a teenager or other people that have different eye shapes than me. So, first thing I tell people when we're talking about applying makeup for heavy eyelids is how do you apply your makeup? And people, they will show me let's see, let me find my brushes. So people, they would probably, well, most people, I'm not saying everybody, but people have a tendency to use something like a 217, 224, this is a really old version, but something like this for the crease. And then I normally ask, well, how do you apply the product? And people go, well, I go like this, and then I go like this, but then I can't really see anything happening. Unless you have a really surprised look on your face the whole time, like this. If that's the way you walk around with your eyes like this, definitely apply your makeup while doing this. And if you don't, if you have a normal, relaxed face throughout the day, you don't want to apply your makeup or your eye makeup in your crease area when you go like this. You might have been able to do that when you were 15, but not anymore. So, but it's a habit. It's a really, really, really ingrown habit, like most people, for most people. So it's really hard not to go like this. Well, you can try and get better at it. So what I normally say to people is, what you need to do is you need to stop looking in your mirror and you need to get yourself a handheld mirror. So for demonstration purposes, I got myself a hand mirror. Now the problem is that if you have a mirror that's kind of set to the wall, you can't really move around too much. Only what you can move is your head, and that's only like so flexible, you know what I mean? So what you want to do is you want to take your handheld mirror, just place it like you can just look straight into it, and then what you need to do is totally relax your eyes. Now even I, working with this, find myself going like this sometimes, so don't be upset with yourself or don't be like, oh my god, I just did it. You know, I have a tendency to do it too. Just try to remember not to do it. So go like this. Then what I normally do is I would use 217 brush, not a 224, because if you have heavy lids, this baby right here is gonna get you all over the place. So what actually my favorite brush for the crease area when you have heavy lids is, let's see if I can find it. It's like it's gone. Here we go. Is the 222. I love the 222 because it's so long that you can really get in there and it works in such a small area. So if you have really heavy eyelids, you can work just a small area at a time and then you can blend it out with the 217 afterwards. Problem is, I think the 217 is okay, I think the 222 is even better, and I think the 226 is perfect. So 222 or 226, but the 226 is limited. We'll talk about that in another video. But I think the 224 is definitely too big if you have heavy eyelids. It's really good for brushing on one color all over the eyelid. It's perfect for that, just not for blending in the crease. But that's just my take on things. So what you would do is take your 222, look straight in the mirror, and then kind of just, of course, put your brush in the product. And then what you would do is just place it here and then just swipe it ever so gently. So you kind of make just a really, really small hint, like so right here, where the crease is when your eyes are open. Make a small hint of where the color should be. Then what you want to do is you want to lean back your head, because then you can just see where you put all this color and you can blend it out perfectly. What you can also do if you don't want to go, lean your head back, is you can just take the mirror down here and you'll still have a perfect view of what's going on up there. So that's just with heavy lids and blending in the crease, because I find that that's the problem, the issue most women have. Like some elderly women, they have a tendency, if they've kind of given up on the eyeshadow thing, and most women do, trust me, a lot of women really give up on eyeshadow, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to define my eyes with eyeliner. And that can be okay, but it's definitely not the best solution, because placing a dark eyeshadow in your crease is going to open up your eye and make it appear bigger. Whereas putting a black eyeliner all around your eye and then not any eyeshadow is going to give you, first of all, a really harsh look, but second of all, it's going to make your eyes appear smaller. They might be more defined, but they're definitely looking smaller than if you just place like the tiniest amount of eyeshadow just in the crease. I hope I explained it okay. I hope that, it doesn't sound weird or anything, but that's basically it. I mean, if you have heavy eyelids and you want to make your eyes appear bigger, then placing that color there in the crease is perfect. Just remember the right brush, obviously the right eyeshadow, and then a handheld mirror is going to get you really, really far. So, and it could just be going like that twice and then leaning your head back, and then you can just see perfect area. And then it could just be, if you think that the 222 is too precise, just placing a tiny amount of color and then taking your 217 and then just blending it out. And that would be perfect. So I hope this was helpful. Maybe I should do a tiny demonstration on myself. Maybe. Okay, so it wasn't really possible for me to take a nice picture. I'm just going to go ahead and show you. So this eye over here is the right eye, the good eye. And this over here is the bad eye. Now the thing is, if I look like this, over on this side you can see just a tiny bit of the eyeshadow even though my eye is open. Whereas over here you can almost only see the dark color when I blink. So that's basically the difference, that when you have your eye open and relaxed, you can see some of the dark shade, which is what's going to help your eye appear bigger. So yeah.